it going, everyone? LordUK here, and we're back with more Blacksmith, Song of Two Kings. Now, I haven't played this for quite some time. There have been some updates for it too, so instead of continuing my past game, I'm going to start a whole new one. Last time we played as Lockhart. I'm probably going to play as Lockhart again. I don't think there's a massive difference between them. I think. But I haven't tried the others, so yeah, we'll go with Lockhart. Well, here I am, back home. So many years have passed, yet these places have hardly changed. My father's house and the forge are still in their places. See, I told you we'd come back from that cursed journey in one piece. All I heard from you was talk about lurking dangers, dragons and goblins. As if. Oh, yeah, sure. And remember what happened to Oliver? He even came up with the nickname Lucky, I think. Yeah, right. We spent a whole day collecting what was left of him. Let's not dwell on that. What a wonderful day. Anyway, I hope your intention to come back, settle down, and get into the blacksmithing business was serious. I'm all for it. Of course, we never managed to figure out anything about those strange dreams of yours, but maybe it's for the best. Alright, I'll head to the nearest village. Blacksmithing is not only noble, but also quite demanding. Resting properly is crucial. I'll get some decent beer for us. See you. So, it's time to step into the forge. Lay out the materials and tools on the workstations, then take a look at the map. There was a trade stall and a forest cabin nearby. Maybe there's some work for a blacksmith. Okay, great. We do not need the tutorial. I think I remember what I'm doing. So we want to put our tools in this slot here. And we will eventually get some items we can put into the home. But I guess for now, we will just go to the map. Let's go to the tavern first. The tavern Old Crow has stood by this road for ages. Its owner was friends with your father. They often helped each other out in everyday matters. Oh, no way! How many years has it been? Welcome back, and welcome to my tavern. Greetings, Uncle. I'm glad to see you, and that you're in good health. And your business is thriving. Yes, Old Crow is still cawing. Listen, your father lent me a sharpening wheel before he passed away. Take it, it's yours now. And here's something else, as a token of gratitude. Take this beer. I'd love to crack open these barrels with you and your father today, but alas, it's all a shame he's gone. Well, take all this quickly, or I'll get all sentimental. Alright, off you go. And by the way, I've got some work for you, so drop by. Thank you. The day is off to a quite successful start. The sharpening wheel is an indispensable tool in a forge, and the beer should be brought into the house as soon as possible. Okay, so we can collect this grinding wheel. We will definitely need that. And this beer, which increases the payment we get by plus 17 gold. Lovely. We'll definitely want to equip that. Let's quickly pop home and do that now. So beer in here. Lovely. Okay, so for the first job, we can't do anything there. We will need boards, so we might as well buy these while we can. It's all our gold. At the forest cabin, you see a large, stern man with an axe. He looks at you suspiciously. Greetings, I'm new here. Do you need the services of a blacksmith? A blacksmith, huh? Good. Nice to meet you. I'm Rob, the local forest warden. I arrived here recently from the west. Things have been quite fierce there lately. Darkness has been spreading aggressively. There's no life left. Come in. Let's chat. There's work to be done. Making a ladder to the attic and installing a new door in my house. I'll pay you. Okay, excellent. So we've got a couple of jobs here. A ladder, which is a lovely start. We will definitely do that. If we click up here and press on these, we can see if we have the equipment, which we do. I always prefer to prepare anyway by clicking on that. And then it takes us here instead of taking us straight into the forge. So we want those, and we're just looking for things that are blinking at us. Lovely. Okay, let's go in. Right, so here we have the schematic, and what we want to do is line these up with this. We'll put the thick side to the top, And I'll try not to be too much of a perfectionist here, but no promises. And then we're going to need to pull out these for the rungs of the ladder. So we can have one there. And we get our handy dandy little marking tool out. And we will cut about here. Yeah, that should be fine. As long as we can, you know, fit the rivets on. And I suppose we can just line these up. Okay, I don't think I'm going to be able to just saw straight through all three of these, but I'm going to try. Oh no, it won't even let me finish the first one. Okay, so we'll move this up and we'll cut there. There we go. That's 2 of them done. And then we go again, but move this down. Lovely. There's another 2 done. I think we just need, yeah, we just need 1 more. And that's a very long one, but that'll do. Now we just want to line these up. Oops. And then we put these in their places, making sure that they're in front as well. Otherwise it would look very strange when we connect it up. And then we flick through our tools until we get here. The rivet hammer. And then we sound like a frog. We rivet, rivet, rivet. And there we have it, our completed and very nice looking ladder, if I do say so myself. We will of course save that. And there's a lovely 27 gold. Now that job's done, let's see what is next for us. We have a wooden door. Sturdy boards. Okay, yeah, I definitely know we have the bits. We just need to equip them. So we need planks. We don't need those. And we have nothing from our house. Okay, let's crack on. Okay, and here is the schematic for the door. 3 planks. We've got some supports there and a door handle. Let's do the supports first. So we'll need 2 of these. We'll line it up just perfectly here. And then we want to get our fancy little marking tool and decide we're going to cut right there. And let's also draw where the rivets are going to be, just like that. This one we line up to perfection. And then we are going to grab our marker and mark it here. A little wonky. And of course, rivets. Now we can get our saw out. Here's our trusty saw. And we want to go by this line, get it nicely lined up, and just go to the right-hand side. Nice. That could be our door handle. And this absolutely pleasing fit. Line up this one and cut. Delightful. Oh, that one's better. It's shorter, so that's probably going to be our door handle. Oh, look at that. That's lovely. Right, and this short one, I like the look of you. This will go here. Lovely. And this will go in the bin. Ta-ta! Okay, so we're going to use this marker, mark where the rivet will be. We will just copy it and put it on the top. Lovely. Okay, now all we need is, well, 3 untouched boards. I don't think we need to cut them or anything. There's 1 board. We line this up here. Perfect. Let's mark where the handle is, so I don't have to keep looking at the schematic. And then we pull out another board, line this up, just like that. And our final board, that will go here. Maybe I'll draw where these support bits are going to go. I need to click it, push it to the front, because ideally I want to aim for as close as 100% copy as I can. Oh, I should probably do the bottom one too. There we go. And then the last bit is the handle, and that goes there. Look at that, a 100%. Okay, now we need our riveting hammer, and we get riveting. Wonderful, and there we go. Our lovely door. We will, of course, save that. Good job. You've got a knack for this. I respect that. There were no stairs, and I haven't been up in the attic for a while. Turns out, there's a bird living there. An owl, it seems. Feathers are everywhere. Do you need them? Take them. By the way, I've got leather, horns, and hides for sale. I won't overcharge. I know how tough it can be to start out. Here, take a look. Okay, lovely. So we've got some owl feathers. We'll take those. I don't know what they're for, but it says they have magical properties. Oh, leather belt for 5. We'll buy that. And that's unlocked the next job. Oh, a wooden bow. Lovely. I think we'll definitely be doing this one. Okay, and we can get a premium too if we can get it to 85% of the blueprint. Right, let's make sure we've got everything we need. We don't need these. We do need that. And we need that. Okay, that's everything. Let's go for it. Right, and here is our schematic of the bow. This should be pretty simple. A nice chilled out one. So we want to take a branch. We've got a thick side on this branch too. I will want to try and thin that out. So we're going to chop along here. And maybe we should chop there, but we'll see how the first cut goes. Okay, we want to line this up with this first little branch. We want to be careful. And snip. Oh, that was a perfect cut. Okay, and then we'll spin this round. Line it up with my little drawn line. Hopefully it doesn't make too much of a flat surface. And cut. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's not too bad. I am pleased with that. Now we just need to get rid of this final branch. There we go. Let's angle it a bit so I can escape digging in too far. And stop. Okay, we've got a little ridge, but I can put up with that. I think. No, I can't. I can't put up with it. Let's line this up so we can just shave that bit off. Okay, all I did was make it go lower. Can we... Oh, yeah. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that'll do. That will do. And now we want to line this up with the schematic. Turns out it's longer than it needs to be. So we grab our pen, our little marker, draw along here, and then we'll cut this bit off, line it up. Perfect. And now we line it up with this, make sure we've got the right length. Still a bit chonky, but that's fine. Yeah, that's good. Okay, now we need to get the rope out. I love the roping in this game. Strapping things up. So we pull down from here, connect it to there. Twang. And already, there is our bow. 100%. We needed 85 for the premium. Easily done. And we'll definitely save it. 47 and 1 reputation. Nice. Well, that was a nice, simple job. We've unlocked deer antlers. Magical properties for 10. I could get it, but I don't think I've ever come across a thing that needs it yet. I'll hold out, but I probably need to buy it to access the next job. Here I've got no jobs. Here I've got no jobs. Yeah, so I have to buy it. Let's look at the scheme. To complete this order, we'll need a lot of tools. The shed where I'm working right now is too small. I need to expand it. It's not too expensive, as I'll be able to do all the work myself. Okay, so it's telling us for us to do this job with the axe, we need to have an additional slot in our home. We've got 91. Well, not so much our home, our work area, our forge. 30, and we've got 90, so we're good. Now we might as well just put the grinding wheel in that slot, because we're going to need it for this axe job. Okay, so we'll make sure we prepare first, although I'm pretty certain we have everything. We just need to put the metal in. There is a premium for this too, 85%. Okay, here we are. We've got every tool we need. We just need to put in... Oh, we need those branches. Okay. And we need the metal. Fantastic. Okay then. Alright, this is our first time that we're going to have to shape metal. I think I'll start with the easiest bit first, and that's the handle of the axe. We will line it up with this schematic. That is satisfactory. And then we get our marking tool out. Go across about here, I reckon. Then we want to pull this to the side, and we will slice that bit off. Line it up, and there, and cut. Lovely, that can go in the bin. And now we want to line this up so we can cut these little branches off. That looks like a good line. Oh yes. Oh yeah, that was nice. And the final one. This one's always a bit tricky. Angle it a bit. And stop. Yeah. Oh, look at that. That's lovely. Okay, let's line it back up with the schematic again. Perfection. Look at that. Okay, now we've got to work with metal. And this is always interesting. Change to our blacksmithing hammer. I'm going to use the biggest edge as the blade. So we just need to kind of squish it outwards, or inwards should I say. If I grab this marker, we need to pretty much squish this away in that sort of shape. Now, marking it won't disappear as you squish it. It will just move down, so it can be confusing. Let's try hitting it at this angle first. And you can see already it's starting to take the shape. I don't think I'll get it exact though. Now let's start hitting this bit here. And then back to this bit. Oh, I'm liking the shape of the bottom back of the blade. It's got a nice curve to it. This bit's misbehaving slightly. Right, let's have a look on the blueprint. Oh, we are really, really close. Just need to fix up some things. Let's get rid of these white marks. And let's try and bash this back in. Yes, lovely. Okay, now let's have another look. It's a bit chunky right now. I need to do some more squishing on the bottom. Yeah. Let's give this part a hit a few times. Yeah, that's better. And now I just need to hit here. Now that's got to be just right. Oh yeah. That's going to do, I think. We needed 85 for premium. And, well, we've hit it. We're on 86. But let's give this another few taps. We were 86. Those few taps put me down. Now, how's this? Oh, that's better. It's still very chunky, but I don't have a metal saw. So I can't make adjustments. But 88. I think I'm happy with that. Right, let's rivet it in. First one just about here. And our second one can go here. Okay, that now leaves us just with the sharpening. That's all we've got to do. So let's change the tool we've got out. There's our sharpening wheel. Adjust this guide rail. I would always recommend using that guide rail. And this is always difficult because there's always a slight curve. Oh, that's way too tiny. Yeah, let's let's adjust. That's better. Bit more. Oh, that's much better, although I don't like what it's done at the bottom. Lowering the guide rail doesn't seem to help. What if I pull it this way? Nope. Okay, we're just going to have to put up with it like that. Let's line it up with our schematic. We are looking at 88%. Does 7 damage and it only needs to do 5. Save that, of course. Now we've unlocked leather. Very nice. Ooh, okay, now we've unlocked the graveyard by the looks of it. And we should get these flat steel rods. We're definitely going to need those. And I do know there's a job to make a candlestick holder. Combined anvil is probably going to be something that I should get. I've got 93 right now. During the meal, a fluffy plump cat jumps onto the table. Squinting and contently purring, it sprawls out right in front of you and watches you eat with interest. Well, hello there, little one. What's your name? Do you live here? You've been following me around a lot lately. Want to come with me? Seems like it. Well then, let's go. Maybe I won't feel so lonely. You pet the cat. It purrs and gazes into your eyes. Childhood dreams come rushing back to you. The rustling of reeds on a sandy shore, walking towards the water. A drawing in the sand. Looking up at the dark sky. Birds spiralling up into the air. Candles lit in the darkness. Blood dripping from an eye. The dream ends and you wake up. Okay, so we've got ourselves a cat that hisses in response to the name Morcott. You've heard it somewhere before, have I now? Well, thank you, kitty cat. This job is for a butcher's knife. Ooh, yes, I definitely do want to do this. What do we need? We need a saw for metal, which we don't have yet. I think we get that from the graveyard. Hello there. You're the blacksmith, right? The forest warden mentioned you. Greetings to you as well, good man. Yes, I'm a blacksmith, that's correct. Well then, come on in. Don't mind my straightforward talk. I don't have guests often. Not the living ones, at least. My tongue's gone stiff anyway. The graveyard keeper's hut is dark and stuffy. You enter and take a seat, discussing the latest news. It's only halfway through the conversation that you notice an owl on a beam under the roof, looking at you with interest. For a moment, you lose track of the conversation. Threw the shovel in the pit, climbed out and barely escaped. Locked myself in the house from the inside. The door barely held up. A couple of boards came loose. Hinges are already loose. And the corpse, mouth agape, thrashed around, scratched the door and staggered towards the river, towards the marsh. Howled for a long time, all night long. Then it grew quiet. You know what? Take this saw from me, just in case. It all started with it. I was going to... No, never mind. Doesn't matter. So, are you going to take on my orders? I'll pay. I've got gold. I'm sorry, you were saying? Yes, sure. Let's see what you have. What an interesting fellow. So now we have a saw for metal, exactly what we need. Now we could take the jobs from here, but let's finish up over here and make this butcher's knife. Okay, so we do not need these sticks. We need that. Doesn't look like we need anything else from that section. We need the metal saw. We'll replace it with the wooden one. We need ropes, which we already have there. Oh yes, and we shouldn't forget the cat. I don't know what it does for us, but we'll have it there anyway. Okay, here we go. Another metal item. So we will start with the handle. We want to line this piece of metal up just like that. And we will want to get our marker out. And we will cut here, I reckon. And that gives us enough space to rivet the blade into the handle. Or the handle into the blade. Whatever your preference. Let's cut a bit higher, just to make sure. Okay, now we want to line it up with our new metal saw. About there, and cut. Perfect. There's a spare piece if we do something wrong, which we shouldn't really. And here is our handle. Just like that. That's lovely. Let's draw on where the rivets will be. Perfect. Okay, next up we want to form the metal into a butcher's knife. I suppose I will use the big flat edge as the blade. Like this. And I will want to kind of create this sort of shape. So hammer the middle more than the edges. I'll still try and hammer it equally, but we want more power to the middle to try and create that curve. Right, let's go. Oh yeah, and you can already see it starting to spread out. Now we'll do these edges. Perfect. Next one. This is starting to look very good. We're getting that shape. A bit bumpy on the back, but apart from that, look at this. Right, how are we doing so far? Oh my god. Oh my god, that looks so good. As I say, that back is a bit wibbly wobbly, but I think if I keep hammering on it, I'm only going to cause more problems for myself. I might need to shave a bit off the bottom. We're 93%. We need to wrap the handle, but I think we're going to shave some off the bottom of this. So with our marker, we want to go just across here. And that should hopefully be enough. Line this up, cut it off. Oh, that. Oh yeah, that was nice. Still a bit on the long side, but shorter than it was, and we're on 100% now, so I can't complain. That tells me that this is ready to assemble. Let's get rid of my chalky white marks. I'm going to slice a bit more off, because as you can see, and that should be perfect. Oh yeah. Okay, now we'll have a look. Oh yes. Oh yeah, I'm happy with that. Still 100%, so I didn't ruin anything. And now we get to sharpening first, I think. Or should we wait until it's riveted? The handle won't get in the way of sharpening it, so let's rivet first. One right here. Another one, I would say there. Nice. Okay, let's sharpen this blade. This has got a slight curve to it. Let's see how this goes. Oh no, it slipped out my hand. Oh, okay. I'm liking this. Curve it down a bit. Oh, yes. Oh, that looks lovely. I'm very happy with that. Now all we need to do is wrap the handle. So we get out... Oh, let's turn this off. We get our rope out. Oh, and we'll go from the top. It's so satisfying doing this. And the final 2 bits. Oh, down a bit. There. Look at that. That's a lovely wrap. 100%, does 9 damage. We're done. And we'll save this, of course. Very nice. Okay, so that's given us wine. Semi-sweet wine. What does it do for us? For this wine and for each item in the gallery, the payment for orders is increased by 10 gold. So we're going to replace that with that. We want maximum amount of money. Oh, a dagger. And we have mastership, a premium if we can get it to do 15 damage. I think we can manage that. Let's buy these bits because we need it for it. So buy the combined anvil, buy the simple pommel. And I suppose we might as well buy the small hammer. Okay, let's get prepared for the dagger. We need to get rid of that and put on our combined anvil. We need both of these, which we already have in. And we need the leather straps. And of course the pommel. Lovely, let's go. As always, I think I'm going to start with the handle here. So we pop one of these out. And as usual, line it up. But we don't want it all the way down where the pommel is, because the pommel clips on just below this handle. So I say like that. We get our handy little marking tool out. And I'd say cut there. Then we swing this over to our saw, line it up, and cut it up. Wonderful. We'll keep that over there just in case. We're going to need to use that to make the handguard. That's where we're going to have a rivet. And the pommel we can just attach right away. So we grab this, we rotate it round, and let's match it up with the schematic. Oh, just like that. That's lovely. And then we press this lever here. Ka-chunk. Pommel on. Adding a bit of curve. I always worry when trying to add curve to metal. So we've got the length we need here. We just need to mark it like so. Bring it over to our metal saw and line that up and cut it. Cut number 1. And cut number 2. That was a bit small. Let's move it across. There we go. Okay, how's that looking lengthwise? Oh, it's looking very good lengthwise. So now we just need to curve it round slightly on both ends. So I reckon if we add a bend about here and the same here. Now we want to put this in our vise. Oh, let's get all this metal out of the way. Not keeping a very clean workspace, am I? And then we line up the dot with the top of the vise, just like that. And then we tap, tap, tap. I'll try not to do too much. Right, let's turn it and do this bottom one. Clamp it in. Hit from this side. Don't want it to bend the wrong way, although that would look cool. Nice. Okay, how's this looking? Oh my goodness me. Oh, pat myself on the back. Oh, I'm very happy with that. Right, let's get rid of the white marks. Oh my goodness, look at it. Okay, now it's time to make the blade. We need to stretch this bit of metal out. As you can see, it's not long enough yet. Let's start from here. Try and keep it even. And you can see that the middle was starting to collapse in, create like a curve. I love how just slight changes of direction in the hammer changes a lot on what happens with the metal when you hit it. Okay, try and flatten this bit out and then I'll hammer the other side. Let's flip this over. And let's do the same here. Oh, this is looking real nice. Have we got the length yet? So close. We're so close. Just a bit more hammering. That's a beautiful side there. Think we're almost there. A few more strikes on this metal. Okay, let's see now. Oh, yeah. Oh, we've got the length down. So now we just need to shave off some of the bottom and some of the top. So we get our little tool out. We'll want to cut along here. And we'll also want to cut the shape. I could hammer it in, but I'm not going to risk it. Let's cut it. So we line this up here and then we cut. That's one side done. Now let's get the other side lined up. Just like that. Nice. Okay, now that's looking a bit more like a dagger. Oh, in the bin with you. Now we just need to shave off that bit at the bottom. Okay, we're going to need to sharpen it, of course, and that's going to be easier to do when the blade isn't attached to the handle. And we'll slide it. Oh, dearie me. We'll slide it down as long as it doesn't throw it off my table. And this bit's going to be tricky because I need it to kind of turn. It needs to be this angle. Let's try like this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, that's better. And we'll do the same on this side, but we'll start with the tip. Oh, my... What? Whoops. And rotate. Continue the turn. There we go. Oh, maybe I'll make it a bit deeper. I want that line down the middle, but I don't want this giant one. Well, that doesn't look too bad. Line it up nice and perfect. Put all the other pieces in place. Oh, and look at that. 99%. I need to do the wrapping before I attach it all together, though. So let's get the leather straps. Here they are. And we will start from the bottom. A bit too low. There it is. Oh, this is going to look so good. Look at that. Okay, now we put the handguard back in place. Could have done with a bit more bending, but I think 99% is the best I'm getting right now. Now we just need to rivet it in. One single rivet. Where's the marker? Oh god, do I need to have it quite high? No. Yeah, there should be perfectly fine, I hope. Ah, and there it is, our completed dagger. Looking very nice. I'm sure there are better looking ones out there, but I'm very proud of it. 99% too. And we will definitely save it. Well, that was lovely. I know exactly what's coming next though. And oh, it's going to be terribly hard. I know we've got some jobs at the graveyard, so maybe we'll do those. We've got 202. Oh, we need 2 reputation to upgrade that. What about this? Same, 2 reputation. Damn. Oh, okay, here it goes. How fortunate that you're here. Listen, I have a special request for you. Could you craft a sign for my tavern? I'll pay handsomely for it. Please no. Please no. The worst part about this is the curved metal. Oh, the mastership is 90%. We'll get an extra 1 reputation. Wow, that's good. But just getting this curve in here is insane. Okay, so what tools do we need? Looks like we have all the tools we need. Oh wait, no, we don't have the saw. We need that. And materials, we need both of what we already have in there. And we also need the boards. Do we need anything from here? Nope. Let's remove those. Alright, I think we're ready to go. Oh, okay, so here we are. Let's do the nice easy bit, which is just that right angled frame. Pop this like so. We get the next one and we pop that here. Now this needs to be cut. So if I bring it down a smidge, get the old marker tool and we're going to cut it here. Okay, now we cut this and that should be perfect. Yes, it is perfect. Let's put the rounded side on the end just so it looks pleasing. Right, so I can rivet these two together, so I might as well do that now. Right there. Wonderful. That little piece of cut off I don't think is going to be able to be useful. Maybe it will. I could maybe use it if I can't get the curve right to attach here, but yeah, we'll keep it to the side just in case. We've got 3 of them, so we'll just use a new one. So we pull one of these out. This is the part I'm dreading. Let's bring this schematic down here and let's bring this to here. Give it a little rotate. Okay, so that's where the rivet's going to be, right there. And then just a bit further up, I need to start putting a curve in. So if I put it there and we try and go by this, I need to curve here. And once I've rotated it round enough, maybe there. I'll have to check before I do it though, just in case. And then we plonk this into the vise on the first dot, and then we need to start giving it a good old tap. Right, let's go. Now, I don't want to be doing it too much, but I don't want to be doing too little either, but I suppose it's probably better to do too little. I can fix that easily. Right, let's see how we're doing. Okay, that's not too bad. I probably could keep going on the same dot here. Maybe just a smidge higher. Dot number 2. Oh, this is looking quite nice. Let's line it up here and see how we're doing. Rotate a smidge. Yeah, so where that second dot is, let's just rub out this first one. The second one needs to be just a bit lower, where the drawing is meeting the metal. I'd say about there. If I start bending it from there, maybe we'll see a better result. Right, let's line it up with this dot and see how we go. Well, it's looking nice. Right, line this up a bit better. This is so crazy hard. So it still looks like I need to rotate it from that first dot. So let's give it some more. I have to be careful with this as well because you can run out. And if you run out, then you have to give up and try from the beginning. Oh yeah. Oh, hello. Right, so we get rid of this. Get rid of this one. That is kind of where I want to bend from, though. Pop it in the oh God. pop it in the vise. Make sure we keep it in line with that dot. Okay, how's this? Looks quite smooth. Oh, and it is quite smooth. So the dot I was hammering from, I don't want to hammer from anymore. Let's erase that one. Actually, let's erase all of them because I need a dot in just a little bit of a different place. Right there, please. And there. Alright, let's put this back in the vise. First dot clamped in. Oh, this is looking really good. I don't think I've ever done a curve in metal this well before. What did I do before they had the marker tool? I need to look back at the video. Did the first video I did not have a marker tool? I can't remember. Okay, let's give this a go. And tap tap. We're essentially just trying to create a giant horseshoe. Oh yeah. Hold on, let's just rotate that a bit. Oh, this is going so well. Okay, let's get rid of these. We need a new dot. Okay, we're by the middle rivet now as well. So this is nice. I've decided I need to make it bend here a bit more because I can see some of that. I shouldn't be doing this really. I should just be accepting what I've got so far. I think if I just tap it a couple of times, it will lower it down. Okay, fingers crossed. Just not mine because they're doing this. Okay, surely that was okay. Let's make sure it's exactly lined up. Oh, it's, yeah. I could hit it maybe another time, but I don't think I'll risk it. Let's go for here and start curving it round to the sign. Looks a bit like a hockey stick, or maybe an L. L is quite a special letter. Oh yeah, this is looking good. Oh yes. Okay, so where the dot is, I don't need to hit there anymore. I need to go for where the next dot is. Okay, let's see how that did. Give it back to me. Oh no, don't clamp it away from me. Thank you. Right, ooh. Hold on, that needs to go up a bit. Okay, yeah, this is nice. Let's get rid of that. Right, we've curved this around a fair bit. It's obviously not enough. I want to make sure I'm keeping to this shape. Go up. Yes. So where I was sitting from that dot, that works out nicely. We now need a new one just here. Maybe another one would be around there, but we'll see. Right, let's try putting it in this way, and let's give this a go. Now we're slowly starting to get that U shape. I mean, okay, yeah, it's a bit naff for a U shape, but look at this. Oh my goodness. Okay, get rid of the dot, get rid of the dot. That dot I put there could be okay, but let's lower it a bit. There should be perfect. Oh, this is so awkward. Okay, there we go. Now we're just going to hit this tiny side and try and get this U shape going. We basically want this sort of edge on the side we're hitting. It won't be the same level, but we want it pointing in the same direction, which is getting very close to. Alright, let's see how we did. Looks like it could come round some more. Oh no. Oh, it's amazing. It doesn't need to come round anymore. It doesn't reach that sign though, the tankard. So I'm going to have to add a rivet that's not in the blueprint just to make sure that that curve is held in there and holding the sign. But there we are. Now we can rivet that top part in, and we can rivet this bit here. One right here, and the other one needs to go right there. Okay, I would say that the worst bit is done, because that is terrible. It's so hard to curve the metal that precisely, but that marker tool really helped. Okay, get rid of the white dot. Now we need to just make the sign. So we line it up here, mark off where we're going to start bending from. This is going to have more of a dramatic curve to it, I imagine. Beginning stages, let's see how this compares. Yep, I mean it's curving down. Do I continue curving it from here? Probably not. There looks like a good point. Maybe in the middle of that. Yeah, let's see how we do. Let's move it a bit. Just there. Really getting that bend in there now. Let's move it here. Oh god. Okay, let's move this out the way. Okay, where are we at? So we need a new dot right there. We need to bend it quite heavily. Get rid of these so I don't confuse myself. Slot it into the vise and hammer away. Now, how is that? Oh, so I didn't hit it enough, but let's use that spot some more. This has got to have done a fair bit of difference. Yes. Yeah, it has. It has. I need to move the dots lower now, so good. Back in the vice it goes. I feel like there's going to be a lot of vice antics in this. Oh, mega slam. Okay, this is looking far more angled now. Yes, okay, we're getting somewhere. Let's put a new mark here and get rid of the old ones so I don't confuse myself. And then we stick it in here, which becomes increasingly difficult the more angled your metal is. And bang, bang, bang. Oh yeah, this is looking real good. Let's line it up. Oh yes. Oh, this is going incredibly. Okay, so next dot here, erase old dot, place in the vice, battle with the vice, clamp it in, heavy bend time. Okay, we've got a nice curve going on here now. Looks like my dot needs to change just down here and a bit more. Right, let's have a look at this. Definitely a lot of in and out the vice, but oh, it's paying off. So looks like I need to do it just there. And let's get rid of these ones. I'm liking the look of this now. We need to close it up more, and it looks like one end is going to be a lot longer than the other. But that's no worry, because I can just saw it down. Rotate there. And with this bend, I need to make it pretty much the same angle as the other side. Let's rotate the piece, because it's getting annoying trying to put a J through a vice. Bring it down to this dot. Alright, and start the bend. Hey, hey, look at what we've got going on here. Of course, one side is longer. Oh, I need to rotate it. There we go. But that's fine. Oh yes. Maybe just a smidge more of a bend, just to straighten it up. About there. Oh wait, hold on. There. And now we really want to close this up. How's that? It's amazing. It's amazing. Now we will cut here, because we don't need that excess. And we'll rub out these dots. Now let's get our metal saw out. Bring this over here, but let's turn it over. And then line this up and cut it. Oh, that looks great. This in the bin. This, hey. This in the bin. And then line this up. Oh my goodness. It's not perfect, but compared to what I've done before, we're very nearly there. Okay, we just need to make the tankard itself. So we just need to kind of try and keep the shape it is, but stretch it out. So maybe hit it on its side like this. And let's go with taps. Careful taps. Try not to make it too wonky, because I plan to flip it over and hammer the other side. Let's give it a flip. Other end is ready. Give it a hammer. Still looking quite chunky, but we're keeping the shape. Worst comes to worst, I can always just saw it down, which I'm probably going to. Let's stretch it out a little more. Oh, we've got a bit misbehaving on the end there, but I'll probably just cut that off. Yeah, look at this. We're doing good. Right, let's move everything out the way. I do not want to slice any of that up. Get our trusty metal saw out. Bring this over here. Line this up about there, I reckon. And then we'll just kind of put this in the center like that. Cool, yeah, this is tough. Okay, first cut done. Slither of metal there in the bin. Now we want to take the other angle just here, line this up with the right hand side we just cut, and cut down here. Lovely, there's another side done. Okay, now it's just the top and the bottom. Let's line the saw up here, pop this in position and cut tiniest of slivers, just waft away in the breeze. Now the bottom. Oh, it didn't make a very satisfying noise, and there's a little lip there. Let's go up a tiny bit. No, I'm not going to risk it. That's fine. Right, now we get the handle, put it to the front, get it in position. Oh, that's so good. Now I don't want to rivet it in yet, because we still need to do the boards on the back. So let's get those out now. Maybe we can just use one. Depends if this needs exactly half of this board, which it is looking like it actually. And then we want to cut up here and cut. Lovely. Okay, there's the top board done already. Now we just need to shorten this one down. About there's perfect. Amazing. In the bin with that. Now we need to get the curved sort of shape at the bottom. And the way I do that is by lining it up here, putting this in place, and then cut it off. And then move it out the way, get the next angle, Put this in place and rinse and repeat. Angle number 3. Okay, that's one side done. Now we just need to do the other side. First angle, second angle, and the final cut. Oh yes. Look at this. Okay, now we just need to assemble it. So plank goes there, the tankard goes there, this goes like that, and then we get to the frame for it. We're on 100%. Oh my god. Okay, so now we just need to rivet it in. How many rivets do we get? Okay, we get 10 rivets. So I'm going to have to do one here. I have to. It's not in the schematic, but it's not going to connect to the frame if I don't do that. Okay, it's officially connected to the frame. Now we just do the handle onto the tankard. Another one here. The third one about here. Now we'll do the bottom one there. The middle one just about there. And the final one here. Okay, there is also one at each corner, but I've got 3 rivets left. So I'll do one here. I'll do one the opposite end. And I'll use the final rivet bottom middle. Perfect. It is, I'm pretty sure, yep, all connected together. It's all one piece. Oh my god, I can't believe I did that. At 100% too. 90% for the premium. We've got that for sure. I mean, I have to save this. I don't know how it's going to benefit me, but I'll save it. It took so much work. Okay, we've now got 3 reputation. So we could get an upgrade for both our house and our forge. But first, entering the tavern once again, you discover a lively atmosphere, laughter and music. A minstrel is performing in the tavern. His voice is very familiar to you. My friend, how glad I am to see you. What are you all standing around me for? Make way. Let your minstrel through. I must greet my dearest friend. Hello, Vincent. It's been a while. Still spreading joy and merriment? Well, that's too prosaic to say, my friend. How are you? You've been away for what feels like an eternity. I've grown tired of bringing culture and the light of art to these lands. They don't need it. The locals prefer raunchy songs. They roll their eyes at sonnets. Give them all the lewd ditties about someone groping a girl in the evening and running from an axe in the morning. Listen, Vince, wasn't that with you just a day before I left? By the way, Fladwick also returned with me, but Oliver, better not ask what happened to Lucky. We were tossed around the world pretty badly. We visited distant lands, the academy, but even there we couldn't learn anything about my strange dreams. Oliver, poor guy. Well, at least the two of you returned together. You must tell me everything about your journey down to the tiniest detail. I've gotten quite bored in this tavern. Do you happen to have a guest room for me? Okay, so what is the bard good for? For each keg of beer, bottle of wine and musical instrument, the payment for the order increases by plus 15 gold and the fee for the order is reduced by minus 7%, but no more than minus 350 gold. 2. If you happen upon a loot, then a decrease in order accuracy by minus 0.7% will be added to the list. Wow, technical. Okay, we've completed the tavern and we've got some new bits here. Triangular iron spikes. 80. Wow. Let's get that. Iron ingot for 120. I'm not going to bother with the iron ingot yet. That's 120. That's crazy. I want to upgrade. So 150 to upgrade the house. And now we can put the cat in. We can't have him yet because we don't have a guest room. Or I could buy it for 400, but I don't think that's a good idea. I should probably upgrade my forge, my workshop. Nice. Okay, so now we can have 6 tools out at once. We haven't done any of the graveyard yet, so let's go to the graveyard. He wants a candlestick. That seems like an easy enough job, surely. What do we need? It suggests I take the normal anvil, so okay. But it wants me to take the small hammer. I won't be bending metals, but I'll be deforming them instead. We only need those flat metal bars, flat metal rods. And of course we need the candle. Okay, I believe that's everything. Here is our schematic. It looks pretty simple. 75% is what we need. Okay, let's do the vertical part first. So we line this up, place it over the schematic, I would say about there. And then we get our marking tool and we will mark it around here. And then we get our handy dandy metal cutting saw, line it up about there and cut. Wonderful. Now we will mark where the rivet is, just there. And I won't mark the top bits here because the candle just clamps on like so. Line it up, match it with the schematic, lovely, and clamp. Very nice. Okay, so now it's just the bottom bit, and we already have some excess metal here, so we will just line this up. And see, now normally I would be hammering this into shape, but I could just cut it. That would be a lot easier. If I line that up there and then put this here, now we just need to line it up with the other side, like that. Put this in place, make sure we match it up with the side we already cut. Oh, and look at that. Okay. That was a lot easier than having to try and hammer the shape in. Now we just want to line this up with this. Somehow not 100% accuracy. Oh, I saw it. It said 100. Let's try moving it again. And 100. There we go. Now we just need to rivet it in. I would say about there. And the job is a good one. Look at that. Perfect. Oh god, maybe I shouldn't have moved. No, okay, we're 100. We're fine. And we'll save this too. Oh no, now we've run out of space, so we've got to replace something. I would replace this sign, because what practical use do I have of it? But then I could replace the ladder. Oh, do you know what? No. Okay, first job at the graveyard done. What's the second one? A shovel. Well, that makes sense. Should be an easy enough task. 85% for the premium. And of course, we'll make sure we ready up before we start. Right, so the tools we need this. We don't need that, but we need a few things from here. There we go. I think that's everything. Yep. And from here, we do not need a thing. Okay, we're ready to go. Right, here's what our shovel needs to look like. Line it up to perfection as always. Then we're going to mark it off about there. Get our wood saw out. There it is. And then we want to line this up as always about there. And then we cut it. We'll leave it so the chunkier side of this stick is at the top. Just like that. And it looks like it wants me to make the handle out of the other type of wood. I mean, I could use this, but I won't. It's too thick. This is the one it wants me to use. Yeah, look at that. So we'll just line it up and mark it right about here. And then we bring this down and we cut it. Perfect. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, yes. Very, very nice. So I could rivet that in right now. Why not? We will put it in there. Lovely. Okay, the next bit is here. There's this small section of like reinforcement. So I line it up here, get the marking tool, and this is where we need to cut it. Need our metal saw, which is glitching out with the rubbish I'm leaving behind. Whoop, whoop. And we bring this over. Not the straightest of lines I've done, but that should do. And then we bring this piece over here, right there. Perfect, and we can rivet the top part in, but not the bottom part. We need to wait until we actually have the shovel part made for that. Let's put it there. Okay, nice. Looking good so far. Now we just need to shape the shovel. And the bit I usually use as a blade, I'm going to use as the top, like this. So we just kind of need to squish it down a bit. I'm probably going to cut it some too. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Let's line it up here and try and squish it out. There's one side. Now let's do this side. Now, how are we doing? Yeah, we've definitely squished it out a bit more. We just need to widen it. Let's try rounding this bit off a bit more. Very flat currently. Well, I've made it cover the schematic, so now I think it's time to saw it in shape. So we want to get the line ready, and then we'll pop this in place and cut. Let's do this side. Okay, now at least it should be a bit easier to line it up while I'm cutting the rest. And cut it. Oh, just a little shave off the edge there. Obviously quite difficult to get a rounded shape with a saw. And there. It's looking pretty good though. And this bit, what happens if we line this up? We get 100%. Okay, that's perfect. Now I just need to rivet it in place. We'll put it right there. And boom, look at that. We have our shovel all in one piece at 100%. Submit. Do we save this? We have to. The shovel's got to have some use. I think it's time for the ladder to go. 172 gold.